ためになりそうな時それが一番大事負けないこと投げ出さないこと逃げ出さないこと信じ抜くこと涙見せてもいいよそれを忘れなければ
Welcome back to the arcade. Today we're going to be doing a deep dive into the highly anticipated upcoming Showa American Story. This is a game that I reacted to back in 2022. I didn't think anything of it. I just thought it was some acid mushroom tripping type video game that may never come out. And here we are 2 years later. It looks a lot more polished. It looks a lot more fleshed out. So I pieced together a lot of the comments that was left on me. I found some interviews from the game devs themselves, which is Netcom Games. And if you're not familiar with them, they've only made one other game, and as you would have it, it holds up to the weird shit they're already doing. It's a game called Dying Reborn. Check it out. So at least they're staying on brand with the weird shit. To me, this game is the best of both worlds. Because if you've been watching me a long time, you know I love my international content. As a lot of you may know, most of you probably don't know, I had a second channel for a while. It's a Kamen Rider reaction channel, which I still have, but I retired it like a year ago because I got so many copyrights. That's that navy blue. Yes, sir! Look at him. He's Diesel, baby. He's Diesel. I don't wanna know. I don't wanna know. But between that and of course the new audience I found with Black Wings Wukong, like that's like, you know, China and Japan and everything in between just finally coming together, because I've always got so much love with y'all. So a game like this, that's a game that's made by Chinese developers, that's memeing and trolling American culture, that's owned by Japanese, which of course I'm a big Japanese buff, which is why I didn't know a lot about Chinese culture. To me, this is the best of both worlds. Can bring all of us together in a positive way that we can have fun, that everyone's not so sensitive like they are nowadays, and laugh at each other in a very respectful and cool way. And at the end of the day, we're just gamers and with no agendas, just playing a silly ass video game. This, for me as a creator and as a gamer, just as a person, this one is very, very freaking special to me, man. Very special. Anyway, without further ado, please drop a like on the video. Comment down below anything that I missed or any other additional information that you know. I've joined the Showa American Story Discord. I have my notifications on for the newsletter, notifications on Twitter, so any new information comes, just like with Phantom Blade Zero, just like with Wu Chain Fallen Feathers, just like with Ghosts of Yote, I'm covering it all. So I appreciate y'all. So it was brought to my attention a couple times in the comments of the original video that they said the devs made sure that they did zero research as for accuracy to make sure this is as wacky and hilarious as possible. They're just using their head canon and some of the stuff that they saw from movies, and that's what they're putting inside of this game. Here's the official synopsis. Showa 66. Japan has bought out most of the United States with its strong economic power, and surge of the immigration has firmly planted Japanese culture within the American continent. The United States, once a world leader, is now an unofficial colony of Japan, and the two cultures rapidly meld together. Although conflicts are inevitable, citizens gradually adapt to a life they could never have imagined. This game is going to be packed with 80s nostalgia. The 1980s were an unforgettable period where beloved music, awe-inspiring movies, and striking fashion leaving the mark on the world for decades to come. Showa American Story harnesses the unmistakable energy and unique aesthetic of both American and Japanese 80s pop culture to create a world that is simultaneously brand new yet familiar. Players will bask in the nostalgia for a bygone era as they are transported back in time to this pulp cultural golden age. So a little more information about the story as for the setting, who you're going to be playing as, who's the enemies are. We're about to get into that now. A mysterious catastrophic incident changes the world drastically. The social order is long gone and an unknown amount of time has passed. A teenage girl mysteriously revives from the dead only to find a brand new wild post-apocalyptic world with zombies, monsters, and human survivors of different backgrounds and beliefs. What happened to me in the whole world? With many questions in her mind and trying to find answers. Chouko, her name is Chouko. Speaking of, it's been brought to my attention that the voice actress for this, Chouko, is the same voice actress that played Eve in Stellar Blade. Now, if you go back to some of my Stellar Blade videos that done very well, I'm so proud of those, you will know the voice actress for Eve. Hey, I was absolutely wrong about this. Sorry. Chouko embarks on an adventurous journey across the United States that will change her forever. And also too, a lot of people mentioned that two of the settings in the Showa American Story trailer was two adult film areas from movies, which I don't know how they would know. Apparently y'all boys been on the hub. Hey, no, give me a timestamp or something. But yeah, that was commented a lot. So of course they're gonna have a main quest. They're gonna have a lot of side quests as well. Her traversal, her home base will be a big RV as Chouko's. And by the way, am I saying her name properly? Is it Chouko or Chouko? Let me know how to pronounce that down below. Y'all know I'm country, I'm American. Help me out with this one. Players will be able to customize and upgrade it throughout the road trip. Additionally, players can enhance Chouko's stats and unlock new abilities by completing various activities available at the hub. Not that hub, but the game hub. As players gathers all of kinds of resources through exploration and combat, new things will be unlocked at the RV, including new weapons, costumes, collectibles, EXP, experience points, and last but not least, an unexpected nostalgic minigame. Those interested in 80s and 90s pop culture will enjoy the game's aesthetic, faded yet beautiful, live a better life and become stronger even if it's the end of the world. This is going to be like a true RPG game that's going to allow you to really live inside of the world. Now let's talk about the combat. Now this is a comeback they did back in 2023. The creative director name is Boss Cat. And for whatever reason, some of these game devs have some of the coolest names. I know the game dev from S Game Studios, which is making Phantom Blade Zero, his name is Soulframe. I mean, these names are insane. The game features two categories of weapons, melee and long range. Each weapon possesses unique characteristics that can be leveraged to gain an advantage in battle. For instance, some weapons excel at dealing significant damage to enemies, while others are particularly effective against specific enemy types or in certain combat environments. Players can also enhance their weapons by performance upgrades and enhancements, which can further augment the abilities of the weapons or even their characteristics. How long will the game take to complete? The main story content of the game is about 25 hours. If you count the side stories and other content, the game's overall time will exceed 50 hours. So it's about the same length as Black Myth Wukong, huh? Because Wukong was about 20 hours or so. So it's about the same. And you know, if you're mainlining, they had a question about the game being an RPG and not an action RPG. Said, what makes the game an RPG? Is it mostly due to the things like stats and leveling systems, or also will there be choices that affect the narrative? Boss Cat says, we place a significant emphasis on the plot, immersive quests, character development, exploration, and collection in our games. To convey our world distinctively, we have invested considerable effort in crafting detailed environments and items with a particular focus on fascinating side stories that we cannot reveal too much about this right now, because we don't want fucking spoilers. He didn't say that, I added that. But we believe the game's greatest appeal lies in following the plot to uncover the customs and culture of the unique world. This is why we feel that an RPG is the most effective means to express the game's world view. And again, it is slated to come out in 2025, with a year that's already absolutely stacked, and I can't wait. Maybe around Chinese New Year time, we may get like some more information, but hopefully this game comes out and it does well and it's polished. And again, they've been taking their time since they've been working on it in a few years. I think they need like another year or two probably in the oven. But either way it go, man, the China market for video games is on the uprise, and I'm gonna be right here front and center holding it down for y'all. As long as y'all holding me down, man, I appreciate it. And I'm so excited about this game. It wasn't on my radar at first, but it's on my radar now because I see that it's real and it's everything that I love about video games right now. And this is like a mix of Yakuza, Stellar Blade, I don't know, name a game. It's all in there, bro. Need for Speed. I don't know. It's in there. So if I miss anything, please let me know down in the comment section below. Be on the lookout. Tomorrow is my birthday as of this recording, which is November 9th. I think I'm going to play Wolong Fallen Dynasty, which I played on the channel last year or whenever it came out. I was terrible at Souls-like games at that time. I'm still bad now, but at least now I have a lot more patience. And I've learned how to play that game. I've played that game. I was playing it a few weeks ago, and I found the staff. And I guess it's like the Sun Wukong armor that came in like the deluxe edition. It looks just like it. So I played that. I was like, holy shit. So I think for my birthday, I'm going to do that. And if you see the video post in a few days, just come by and say hi, say what's up. So anyway, that's like a small thank you to everybody. But yo, I gotta get out here and get this video edited, and I appreciate you. And until next time.